Um, Thank you very much for joining me today for this presentation. My name is Michelle Corrios. I'm Director of the Trade Promotion Office of Costa Rica here in Canada. And today and over the next 30 or 20 minutes that I have left, I would like to present Costa Rica and why Costa Rica is a great business ally for you, especially whether if you're looking to invest or import from the country. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Procomer, and then which is the organization in which I work, about an overview about Costa Rica and the exports of the Costa Rica to the world. So first of all, Procomer. So Procomer is a non-governmental public organization. We have 40 offices around the world. In North America, we have 3 offices, and I'm very proud, to tell you that Procomer has been awarded as being the #1 trade promotion office in the world for the past 5 years by the International Trade Organization, and we couldn't be, winning this award if it wasn't for our very talented and passionate collaborators. We had around 200 people working with us. So we promote the sectors, mainly these sectors from Costa Rica, the food industry, agricultural services, and all that has to do with manufacturing. So Costa Rica is a small country. We're only 5 million people, but it's a very literacy. The literacy in the country is very high, almost 97.8%, and our GDP per capita is $18,000 US dollars. So the main key takeaways that I like to, after my presentation, to remember about Costa Rica, it's first of all is that Costa Rica nowadays, we are home of almost 20% of the Fortune 100 companies that they have decided to make Costa Rica their home. Costa Rica is the #1 exporter of high value-added services and production processes in Latin America. In Costa Rica, you'll find the right talent. It's the #1 in innovation in Latin America. We have a privileged location, ideal to reach the Americas and the world, and we have a top climate business to reach out the return on investment. So this is just to show you a little about how all these companies have trusted Costa Rica for them to establish operations there. So as you can see, we have very big names over there like IBM, Amazon, Intel, Walmart, Boston Scientific, to name a few. So I like to talk about Costa Rica today and presented that Costa Rica is a small country, but with a huge vision. So we like to present Costa Rica as a 5-star country to do business and be your business ally. So the first start of Costa Rica is location. So Costa Rica is in the heart of the Americas. That provide us with a natural hub for logistics and distribution to reach the global markets. We have a robust number of free trade agreements, and because of that, we have access to 2/3 of the global GDP. So we are one of the 3 Latin American countries that has a free trade agreement with Canada, and we have an ideal access to North, South, and Central America. Second star is stability. Costa Rica enjoys economical and political stability. Costa Rica has one of the oldest standing democracies in the Americas, and Costa Rica is a country of peace. And every time we speak about Costa Rica, there is a fact that we always like to share. Costa Rica abolished the army in 1949, and at that time, our government decided to allocate all the funds towards education. And that brings us then to our third star, talent. And that's why for us, this is like the most important. This is our great strength. And that's because of that decision that the government made on allocating funds to education. We promote the talent of our people and offer specialized labor. And we are prepared to provide the world with high quality products that are part of the global value chains. Our strategy is based on two pillars: inclusion and diversity. Diversity mitigates risk, increases opportunities, and makes us stronger. Education is free and mandatory since 1870 in Costa Rica. And we enjoy one of the best educational systems in Latin America. Even though we are a small country, we have 60 universities and 96 technical schools in the country. So that provides with a big talent pool for either for companies that want to invest in Costa Rica or for the manufacturing that is happening from the local companies. Our educational system even is ranked above France, China, and Japan, and is one of, as I said, one of the top in Latin America. Costa Rica is also leading in innovation. It's the number one first country innovation in Latin America and third in patent applications. So open to trade. And I'm going to talk a little bit later about further in the presentation about this, but we export more than 4,200 products to 150 countries in the world. Today, we are proud to say that the world is our market. Costa Rica is the third largest per capita exporter of goods and the second largest per capita service exporter in Latin America. And here is very interesting as I can show you, as you can see in the past 10 years, how we increased in 1,000 products in only 10 years. So we are still, exporting one of the best coffees of the world, but we have now a variety of products that have been exporting from Costa Rica. So sustainable. So Costa Rica, and that's our 5 stars. Costa Rica is well known for being a green country, but the world recognizes Costa Rica as a sustainable country, and that's because we understood as a country that in order to have prosperity, we needed to manage the economic, not just in the financial aspect, but socially and environmentally. Costa Rica was the first country in the world that measured the social index progress to reassure the improvement of the human well-being. Costa Rica has only 0.03% of the world surface, but in that we have 5% of the world biodiversity, and that's because we have 26% of the territory is protected in natural parks and natural reserves. Costa Rica is also aiming to become the first neutral carbon country in the world. And 99%, and that's the main way we were going to be able to achieve that target is because 99% of our electricity comes from renewable sources. So this is Costa Rica. This is why Costa Rica, we say, is a 5-star country. Costa Rica is a country of well-being, which we have efficiently transformed the economic growth into social progress. Okay, that was a quick overview. Let me check my time here about the Costa Rica in general. And now I want to tell you a little bit more about our exports. Here you'll find the exports of Costa Rica in the past decades. As you can see, we export both goods and services. But the fact that I would like to highlight here for you is that how we were able, like in 10 years, to double our digits. So right now, last year in 2019, Costa Rica exported $20 billion US. And here I'd like to take the time to explain a little bit to you about the evolution of our exports. So for sure, in the beginning, in the 1800s, when Costa Rica started exporting, we were more exporting like what we call traditional goods, like banana, the coffee, sugar, beef. But then the government implemented what they call the import substitution program. That's in that time the government were trying like to make like the local economy or the local companies to produce their own products. So then we were able to start exporting our products, and in 1990s the government is starting and working more into attracting investment. And that's why now we have such a diverse offer. And now Costa Rica is being part of the global value chains, both in the services side and the manufacturing with the medical devices. So here, just as I was explaining this evolution that we have, for example, in 1986, 67% of our exports were what we call traditional goods. And now, only in 2019, only 14% of our exports are for traditional goods. So I like to say we have a very, diversified, healthy the diversification of our exports. Our main exports are medical devices, corporate services, banana, and pineapple. And we couldn't be able to export if we wouldn't have such a great platform of free trade agreements. As you can see, 91% of our exports are being sent to countries where we have a free trade agreement. The other important aspect of our exports diversification is the free trade zone regime. This was a regime that was created to promote the foreign direct investment into the country. So 51% of our exports are coming from the free trade zone regime. So, but Costa Rica not only diversify on the type of products that we are exporting, but also the kind of processes that are being done in Costa Rica, both in the goods and the services side. For example, in goods, maybe at the beginning was more in the maquila side, the assembly, but now we are more into design, engineering, and doing research and development. Same scope for services. Maybe at the beginning was more just answer the phone, or more like we call it transactional operations, like to the back office. Now we have a lot of corporate services being provided from Costa Rica, from recruitment, payroll, things like that, and of course research and development, data analytics. Software development is being done in Costa Rica. And that's because we have a more qualified workforce because the country continues to invest into the education of our people. So these are the main sectors that we promote from Costa Rica and that we are currently exporting to the world. So we have, as I said, life science. Life science is very important for us. We have a cluster about around 60 OEMs that established in Costa Rica. So because of that, Costa Rica is the #1 exporter of medical devices per capita and the second in Latin America. We're second in availability of engineers and scientists. And some of them, the medical devices that are being manufactured in Costa Rica goes from class 1 to class 3 medical devices components. But besides that, we also take advantages of the manufacturing that is happening in Costa Rica, like in electronics, machining, tooling, that are also that are able to provide other industries like the aeronautics and aerospace, and even rocket propulsion is being done in Costa Rica at this time with Ad Astra. So the other main sector of Costa Rica is food. So not only the processed food, but also about the fruits and vegetables is very important for us. So Costa Rica is the #1 exporter of golden pineapple in the world, and the 3rd exporter of banana in the world. So in the food industry, we take advantages of these fruits and vegetables, the richness of the country, to process this food and come to the world with a very, what we like to call natural and organic offer, clean labels to the buyer. So we have the superfoods and a very I would like to say that our food industry is very quite developed. We have the certifications that are demanded by the international market, like global food safety certifications or global GAP when it comes to the fresh products. So we host 6 of the top 35 food processing multinationals in Costa Rica as well. And last but not least, we have the services sector that is very important for us, as you see. So Costa Rica is becoming like a digital hub where software development, gaming, animation is happening in the country. Everything related with the 4.0 industries like IoT, cloud computing, data analytics are happening in the country right now. And also the corporate services that I mentioned before. And that's because, we besides, the English skills available in the country, our country is multilingual. We are able to provide different services in a variety of languages. And as I mentioned, several processes are being provided to. So we have a wide array of services being done in Costa Rica. And let me see if I still have a couple of minutes for my presentation. I just wanted to go through some of the top food products that are being exported to North America, for example. So fruit juice concentrates, as I said, we really take advantages of the fruits that are being grown in the country to then bring it to the consumer in the processed way. So we have the tropical fruits, sugar, molasses, heart of palm, processed fish, banana chips, and bakery products. And from the fresh agriculture, besides the pineapple, banana, and coffee that I've been mentioning, we also have papaya, cassavas, chayori, banana, and we also have cut flowers and a plant offer to the world. And I know this has been a lot of information in a very short time, but the idea for me is that you know what is happening in Costa Rica, and that to reach out to our office. It will be our pleasure, to assist you, whether if you like to get connected. We are able to facilitate these connections to our, very, very talented and exporters and the quality of our products. So I really thank you for your time, and I'm gonna stop sharing my presentation just to see if there's any question on the chat. So bear with me here. I'm ready, so I don't know if there's no questions. I have Ambassador Ortiz. Hello, Ambassador. Thank you for joining us today.
No, it was very well done. Very, very
thank
impressive.
You, Catherine. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Bye.
Muchas gracias. Hasta pronto. Chao. Adiós.